Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's time for some more, let's just say Masters of the World, Power and Revolution, Geopolitical Simulator 4. I'm your lovely host, Gilvin, where we've just entered the new year of 2022. I actually think we have an election this year. Don't we do? Alright. Next election's in 278 days. I've changed the head limit term of state. I could go to appoint for life and then never have to worry about the parliament. We'll see. I mean, I have the popularity to do it. Let's not beat around the bush on that. So I think we're going to be taking this quarter off because our massive infrastructure projects last quarter actually gave us a budget. Actually gave us some debt, which by the looks of it, we'll be able to pay off in 2 quarters. So, well, we'll at least take a quarter to pay off the health. Easier that way. Alright. It's not bad. Okay. And at some point this year, we'll see the high-speed rail network finish construction as well. Shale oil well in Vietnam, victim of sabotage. We have a mole in the government, so we occasionally may have things like that happen, unfortunately. Not much that can be done. Other than, you know, fix our relations with people, I suppose. We shall see. We shall see. How's Myanmar doing, by the way? You know, with an army half our size... Like, we still haven't even gotten up to the amount I requested a long-ass time ago. Military might is slightly in our favor now on them. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't really have any actual military production. So, any tanks and stuff I've lost over the game have just kind of been lost. I could consider buying some or producing my own. May not be terrible. Sales have fallen 206 million. I mean, in theory, that has to floor out eventually and start growing, right? Right? Oh, dear. Trade balance, minus 12 billion. Oh, Jesus. And the pharmaceutical industry does continue to grow. In fact, the pharmaceutical industry has reached, you know, is now larger than the steel industry in terms of sales. That's ridiculous. Ethiopia and Eritrea continue. The balance of fighting is very favorable to Ethiopia right now. Let's see. Tanks and armored vehicle construction. Cost over 3 years with interest, yeah. Actually buying a bunch of tanks, though. I mean, it wouldn't actually be too hard for me to afford a few Chinese tanks. Could actually get up there pretty easy with it. It's not entirely unreasonable. Alright. So I've just been, you know, sort of thinking. Army. No, not army. Military ops. Leave it in the authority of the generals. There is the potential that we might just want to reunite, well, I should say reunite. We've now reunited Indochina, but unite the greater Indo-Chinese region, you know. Because Myanmar's population is 56 million. They are a parliamentary socialist country. And they have a collapsing government. And Bangkok's at 68 million people. It'd be quite a union. And then maybe someday we'll just march on Malaysia. Who knows? Unite the peninsula. And apparently some of the island. Too bad I can't split that with Indonesia. I'd take the peninsula. Then, I mean, we'd just merge into Singapore. That's the easy win, though. Oof. Thank you. Camera is a little wiggy. We have a border with Myanmar, but I don't know, man. Also, for some reason, I feel like this border is supposed to follow the river. Call it a hunch. Alright. Might be worthwhile to try and invade them. Might be. I seem to have the popularity to do whatever I want. Though I'm a little concerned about doing something like that in an election year. I feel like I'm probably going to wait until the end of the election. Just to be on the safe side, you know? Just be a little on the safe side here. I don't think that's entirely unreasonable. So we'll see. The Minister for Education really was a mole, huh? The Minister for Youth was a mole. The rest half of my cabinet's a bloody mole, aren't they? Housing, a national priority. I mean, the problem is the number of homeless people I have has been, like, going up and down mysteriously. No matter how much friggin' extra housing I construct, it would so seem. We'll build some housing in Laos. It's good enough for now. The problem is, if I go to the more detailed views, one of the things that oddly does not talk about here is homeless. Like, it's great, it's got all this stuff, but bless me. Alright. So, yeah, I don't know. We just spent half a bill, though. I really don't want to be spending more. We've actually already paid off our debt. Good. Good. And the pharmaceutical industry, 0.027. It continues to increase. Steel, 0.04. It is technically increasing. It just... The sales have now fallen to 153 million. Like, we'll see. But... got a little bit of skepticism on me. So... How goes the high-speed rail network? 249 kilometers. I assume that's between these two cities. Call it a hunch. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, it looks like only part of it here is even done. I'm just running trains along it. Apparently that's done, though I'm doubtful. Yeah, it looks like this section's done. This section's done. And probably this section is done as well? Yeah. Yeah, this year, the train network will be done, so that's going to be pretty impressive. Alright. Sadly, can't link it up to the Chinese network, but oh well. Looking at Myanmar would be pretty easy as well. Maybe train through the pass here to... It'd be a lot better if I took Thailand as well. Dreams of military conquest. In time. We first have to get a pile of equipment from the Chinese, so we'll see how it goes. And, you know, select a region in Cambodia. Okay, we'll build some extra houses there, and as they complete, we should hopefully see. Oop. Took out a pile of loans apparently for that. I don't know. The loan tab disappeared, so I thought we'd paid it off with some of our cash that we got this quarter. Apparently not. Alright. Okay. 0.04 still. Sales are down to 140 million. But the pharmaceuticals industry, sales are up to almost 300 million now. Just shy. Not bad. I mean, we're looking at $1 billion or so in profits here, so it's not terrible. Most of that just seems to be manpower to increase. Manpower in thousands. Like, it just seems to be taking forever. Sales are down to 135 million. Like, it seems like the steel industry is like falling apart for some reason. I don't know why. Hard to say. 14.3 billion cash surplus. Good. We have 150 million in debt. Whatever. Whatever. I'm trying to think, like, we do need to eventually, like, sort of start changing some of our tax systems, but we'll see. Right. Slowly but surely, we'll get this damn train network operational. Yeah, the short little jumps are done, but the long ones still not there. Don't worry, though. In time. How's our immigration, by the way? I know we've had, like, super small amounts of it. Yeah, it's basically 0.05. Main foreign communities, yeah, we have 2% Chinese. Elements join their country of origin with the end result of helping development in their own country. No. Let's open up immigration here. I'm happy with trying to get some extra immigration. More people, more money. Alright. So GDP is slowly climbing. Ever so slowly. How's inflation, by the way? Yeah, inflation. Okay.
I have just...
Yeah. Director of the Intelligence Agency's mad at me like usual. Because I don't fund his shit enough. Alright. And how is this steel industry falling? So it was at 140 million last time. It's down to 121 million. Maybe I have to, like, let it finish falling and then sort of, like, redevelop it as a private, a public sector, you know? Or maybe it just requires that many people to get anything done around here. Who knows? Sales 121 million. Crisis trade balance. I've somehow managed to, like, destroy a chunk of our industry GDP and still have it climb, so that's good. And pharmaceuticals up to 343. It's just growing. And its manpower is still going to increase by more than a 20-fold, so I'm hoping to get 2.5 billion in profit from the pharmaceutical industry. That'll be pretty solid. Who knows? Maybe I should have just left the maybe I should have just left the steel industry private. Probably, but you gotta learn somehow. 118 million. Like, Goodness. I'm assuming that some industries are more manpower intensive, but, you know, this still seems a little ridiculous if this is meant to be the way it works. Like, production. In percent of the world, production is going up. Like, we are increasing production. It is going up. 0.05 now, even. Sales are down to 114 million. Christ, this delayment on this is ridiculous. Yeah. 114.78 million. Minister for Justice's funeral ceremony.
The funeral?
Yep, we will attend. So yeah, like I said, we're just kind of letting that simmer for a bit. You shall see. Meanwhile, the pharmaceuticals industry is booming. Yeah. So it looks like we'll be getting almost 3, because it's at 501 right now, and I set it to, what, 20,000? Something like that. Or, who knows. Or, no, I set it to 10,000, sorry. So, 20-fold multiplier. So we'll hopefully see a profit of about 2.8 billion. Starts raising some interesting questions, though, about, say, the water supply network. And is my answer employing 8 more million people to solve this issue? Right? Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Well, either way. Sales down to a 111. Like, that has to floor out. That can't hit 0. We are producing steel. So sooner or later, it will have to, like, floor out and actually start going up. Because we have an increasing production of steel. I refuse to believe that will go down to 0. So, I just have to hold back and be patient, I think. Christ, I hope so. Build satellites, yo. That'd be terrible. But, yeah. 109 million. $400 million almost. It's doing pretty well for itself. Alright. 109.21 million. 106.87 million. It's just, like, watching this number go down is just awful. Ugh. We're almost at the manpower I prescribed earlier, too. Which is, 1 million. So we're almost at 800,000 as well. Christ. Sales are 106. I don't know how often it updates, but we'll see. I'm hoping that someday that number will actually go up. Though the problem is I doubt it'll be for a little while. I kind of feel like, so now it's a new Sunday. Does it perhaps update on a weekly basis? That's my best guess. Doesn't seem to update on a weekly basis though. Okay, yeah, it does. I think it updates on Mondays. Just sort of the pattern I noticed, and we're down to 104 now. Just check, production is still going up, right? Yes. Production in the world, 0.01. It's increased. That has continued to increase. Average price is going up. That's bad. But, Jesus Christ, disaster in Argentina and in Pakistan. Huh. Legislative elections. Yes, I will present myself as a candidate for the Grand Communist Party. So we're gonna finally see things up here. I changed it to 1 year originally. We're gonna change it up to 4 years. All right. Vinthi is running again. Damn straight I am. So we're gonna, unfortunately, actually see the GCP lose its complete and total stranglehold over Parliament, and the votes will be split between 4 parties. We shall see. If I had to guess, we're probably gonna win without issue, but we shall see. I have a feeling that the conservative rightist is like, they're not gonna be a problem. I'm mostly afraid of the socialists, to be honest. It's like crap. They've got communism, but it's better. Oh well. Oh well, indeed. I guess we'll see. Assam Free Front. So, how is that rail network, by the way? Miniaturizing a fuel better, equipped with a micropump and reservoir from which hydrogen is extracted and served to generate current. Don't mind if I do. So, high-speed rail network still not complete. Well, it did say like 10 months. And I did sort of start it, I guess, in September. September, October-ish, so we'll see. On the length of Parliament's term. Everyone's effective salary has dropped about that much. Okay. Fighting inflation, man. Not easy to do. GDP has gone up ever so slightly. I feel like most of that growth is actually just out of my industries. It's like there hasn't actually been any growth anywhere in the country other than in like the pharmaceuticals industry. You know, it's kind of how I feel right now. 0.039. Nice. Sales are up to 460 million. 100 million. Yep. We're about to hit 1 million in manpower, too. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well. I mean, I'm having some trouble with this here. Alright. It's a new Monday, so now it's fallen down to 98.97 million in sales. And we've just capped out there. So, now I just guess I have to leave it and see what happens, right? 98.97. Like, Christ, just keeps falling and falling and falling. Well, it's the end of the quarter. 12.8 billion cash surplus. Cool. Oh yeah, so how'd that homeless project thing that we did go? It's kind of helped, alright. It has kind of helped. Right. That should probably be upped as well. Okay. Alright. Ah, dear. So yeah, we can do that. We'll run on that for the election. That'll be a pretty big popularity boost, I think. That'll be a pretty big popularity boost. Okay. When exactly is the election, by the way? 99 days. Cool. So the campaign should begin any moment now. Probably 90 days before I'd have to take a guess. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, tune in next time for that. Except, you know what? No, we'll let this go one more day. There we are. So, the first Monday in July, and 97.25 million. It just... So this went up 0.06 without this increasing. I think it just takes time. Maybe time is that magic ingredient, you know? Just maybe time is that magic ingredient. I've put 1 million men to work in the steel industry. By God, it'll produce steel. Might take a year or two, but who knows? Maybe we can someday, you know, pass our 2015 steel production amount. Someday. We'll see. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Kelvin, signing off.